You think you have kids?
I'm not having kids.
What you mean you're not having kids?
I'm not having kids.
That's what you was born here to do.
No, I'm not.
Why would you not want to have kids?
Why would
Well,
I?
I'm asking you
Why don't I want to have kids? I don't see any benefit.
for giving somebody life.
You have a kid and your life becomes about the kid. I want my life to be about me.
Oh, you selfish.
That's okay.
All right. Well, I think you can say at least Amani Wortham is honest. She's admitting to the fact that she is selfish and she wants her life to be about her. Now, if you look at the comments under this post, people are applauding her. They're saying, yay, absolutely, good for you. And by the way, I don't want to say to some woman who is this selfish, is admittedly selfish, that she should have children, even though obviously I believe the gentleman is right. I believe that having children is our divine purpose as women. I don't think there's anything that you can get from life that is not going to bring you more satisfaction and completion than having a child.
In the words of Ayn Rand, to assign procreation as a moral duty is to reduce human beings to the role of a common farm animal. It is extremely presumptuous for someone to ask, when are you going to have kids, instead of asking, are you going to have kids? Of course, misery wants company. To say that the purpose of life is to have children is to put the chicken before the egg. Although most people assume that there is a purpose for life, they can never articulate life's purpose. The only objective purpose for life is death. And before dying, you're guaranteed to suffer. You're going to get sick. You're going to get bitten by mosquitoes. You're going to experience inclement weather. You're going to be consigned to a life of drudgery as a wage slave. You're going to be oppressed by the government. Everyone who gets shot, everyone who dies from cancer, everyone who gets raped, all started out as a baby. Procreation is the moving force behind all suffering and death. Intelligent human beings don't engage in acts which have lifelong consequences without justification. Life is not a gift, it's an imposition which requires moral justification. Now, I disagree with her that people have children and that their lives become about the child. No, they have children and their lives are still about them. Historically, people had children for slave labor. Now, people are having children for narcissistic supply. Children are substitutes for accomplishments. Breeding a child into hell requires no thought, no intellect, and no skill. A cat can do it, a dog can do it. As to the issue of selfishness, human beings are supposed to be selfish. All animals are selfish. We're supposed to do what is in our rational self interest. We're not supposed to be weak and succumb to peer pressure or do things just because. It's the breeders who are selfish, but they're not rationally selfish. Even by Candace Owens' own admission, people have children for their own satisfaction and completion. Basically, these are broken human beings who think that it's a child's responsibility to complete them. Invariably, when a child does not complete them in a manner that they expect, the child is going to be blamed for it and is likely to be abused. Last year, I put up a $1,000 challenge for someone to give me one non selfish reason for procreating, and no one could answer the question. There are no non selfish reasons for procreation. Procreation is a Ponzi scheme in which broken people attempt to self actualize on the backs and at the expense of their own children. These people are too self entitled to get off the vicious wheel of suffering and death. It's monkey see, monkey do.